The sensors will measure different parameters. The YSI, which is down here that I already threw in, and that one measures dissolved oxygen. And then this one measures conductivity, pH, temperature, and turbidity.
On the banks of the Yakima River on the first day of spring, field researchers are gathering samples and data.
This might look a little weird because I'm going to fill it up 3 times and let it overflow. So this is for dissolved inorganic carbon, and we want no air pockets at all in there. So we fill it up 3 times to make sure that we flush it out and make sure there's no air bubbles or anything in there.
Breathing at its most basic level is getting oxygen in and carbon dioxide out. Your lungs do that automatically. With a river, the process is a little different.
Green things that are in the river photosynthesize, and so they bring in carbon that's in the gas phase in the atmosphere, bring it into their body, and then they can hold on to it. But then there's other processes that will release the carbon.
We want to understand really well what is happening in different river ecosystems under different river settings. And once we really have this understanding, we can put it into models. And these models are going to help us understand better the future of the world.
Sometimes the data reveals something unexpected. One example, the aftermath of a wildfire that ripped through tens of thousands of acres north of Natchez in late summer 2020. Wildfires normally change conditions in nearby rivers, but that's not what happened here.
We're going out there every month and we're like, we're not seeing anything. The burned site and the unburned site are the same. And then during snowmelt, so around May, we see this flash of difference. And so what was happening is that during that hydrologic connectivity between the upland environment and the river, we actually see this kind of influence of wildfire that's really showing up in this system.
It's not just wildfires. Researchers are also looking at what happens when a river runs dry and then fills up again, something they call intermittency.
Most rivers in the world go dry at least 1 day a year. Part of where the project is going is looking at cumulative disturbances, so not only wildfires in isolation or river intermittency in isolation, but together, and how the two of them affect the landscape.
Alyssa Warner, Apple Valley News Now.